Limited, Purina Wiggle for Cash promotion. Azan Supercenter, the superstore for your home and more. Edgecamp, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Hawkeye Electronics, Hawkeye Electronic Security, securing what matters most. Access to information unit, right to know, power to change. Baking Enterprise, best in value, best in taste. And Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry's standard.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgecam, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Manchester City women's team has signed midfielder Jill Roord on a 3-year deal from VfL Wolfsburg for a record club fee in excess of £300,000. Roord spent 2 years in Germany and played in last season's Champions League final defeat by Barcelona. The 86-time capped Dutch midfielder, who won Euro 2017 with the Netherlands, was at Arsenal between 2019 and 2021. She scored 31 goals in 69 appearances for Wolfsburg in all competitions and will wear the number 20 shirt for City. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgecam, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes. You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so back online. Who we have again?
Yeah, man, I'm the man.
Yeah, my boss. What's your name again?
Links.
What you say?
Yeah, man. So, look on the 2 data them between Brian Lara and Steve Smith. And I look at Steve Smith one first. And one piece of data, I notice all I Steve Smith standing left out. One piece of data, I hear nobody, I hear you talk about it. I hear it's Monty, I just don't talk about it. I hear Ulrich talk about it. First of all, Lauren appears a better bowler than Steve Smith. One of them averaged almost 51 against all bowlers between to them time. Against Steve Smith present data, I look and then update over there. So Steve Smith averaged 66 points something against India presently. He averaged 58 points something against India, against England, the two best playing teams. But against 7 test playing country I play right now, Steve Smith averaged 51.6. 51.6. The mathematics, check it and I make it up. But if you have data nobody not talk about against West Indies, average
you sure?
100.
You sure you haven't heard this argument before?
Eh?
Ever heard with this argument?
Yeah, man, I make some of them arguments here.
No, I talk about, so against West Indies, average 150. And that's make a difference between 63%.
Yeah, but the argument that the average is balanced out across all teams. This was made by Orville before.
No, I talk about balance out, I talk about how the average reach 60, almost 60, Because there's something that West Indies is no good, none at all. So you can blame Steve Smith to go and get some football after football. When a man come and Sabina Park and average 200, and then go, I can get an average 99. So you say West Indies is no good. Now, a lot of time, there's no team as poor in terms of bowling as the West Indies presently.
Hold on.
In a lot of time, the worst team in face.
Hold on. I'm prepared to agree with you when West Indies are on the road.
No matter what I work at them playing.
I'm saying the West Indies at home, bowling wise, are not as bad as on the thing.
Them bad man. Yeah, man, I average 200 games here. Sabina.
No, hey. The man, how many games did Steve Smith play at Sabina? I remember him at Sabina, I make 199.
And then he make 200 average at Sabina,
Yeah, but I am saying though that in the Caribbean,
yeah,
Western is a either team, we're not going around that. But the combination of Holder, Gabriel, and Roach in the Caribbean are not as bramblers.
Was that the bowling attack when he played them?
Probably. Remember Jerome Taylor did bowling. So probably that play before that.
Okay.
But Jerome Taylor, them at home
Is that decent?
are not as bramblers on a thing. West Indies get really bramble when them travel, you know. So better yet so when Steve Smith catch me down Australia.
No, man, after that, West Indies, West Indies, take a pack, 200 in average, 200 or something apart.
But many persons would have brought up that if he averaged 150 against the Bramble West Indies.
Yes, but that no.
So you're saying nobody brought. No, you're saying nobody brought.
No, man, him do well against him mash up West Indies when him see way. That on you.
Yeah, people have.
I made a point yesterday that take away his performance against the West Indies, and he would still average higher than Brian.
Yeah.
No, I have a 51.6 man.
No, big man. Just you me say when
mathematics say no me say it.
Big man, the mathematics don't tell you that. Hey, the mathematics is. Just bet me, no man. Just all right. Here's what we're betting. Because this me have to do now, for making a sub company really come take me. Take away Steve Smith's average against the West Indies. He still averages higher than Brian. We betting or we not?
You can do simple mathematics now, 51.6. That's how
you're betting or you're not betting?
All
right, your math said that and my math don't say that. So make we find out which one of we maths.
Well, work it out, man.
But me work it out already.
Unless you work average a different way.
No, man, you know that's still average, I think, about 56. Remember. Stop it.
No, you know go so far.
Then bet me no big man. Bet me that him average that's still higher.
Let me tell you.
Zidane, why am not betting?
I'm not sure, man.
I'm not sure. And then me I go hear say him kill me, you know. That's the wickedest thing. Big man, take away West Indies, Steve Smith from West Indies. His average would still be higher than Brian. Now, either you put up, me no want to say the other part.
Links, we leave it there.
Sure,
boss. We have to take a report from the National Stadium, the trials, the National Championship.
Yeah, so we got to Sean up at trials there.
Yeah,
remember, I have some grandstand tickets
for tonight.
Huh?
It's Davian.
Oh, it's Davian, not Sean. Big up. So we go to the stadium now for Davian.
Coverage of the J3A National Senior and Junior Trials is sponsored by Carimed Limited, Purina Wiggle for Cash Promotion, Azan Supercenter, the superstore for your home and more, EdgeCamp, changing lives 1 gallon at a time, Hawkeye Electronics Security, securing what matters most, Access to Information Unit, right to know, power to change. Baking Enterprise, best in value, best in taste. And Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry's standard.
Welcome to the National Stadium, the Mecca, the Medina of Jamaica's track and field. I'm David Nugent reporting live from the JPA Junior and Senior Championships 2023. As you can probably realize, there is a lot of wind inside the National Stadium, and wind will become the theme of this first report, as there is a little bit of controversy swirling around about the conditions inside the National Stadium and whether or not certain events were fair or fairly adjudicated with the current wind condition inside the National Stadium. But before we get to those events, let me provide an update on a few events as the wind starts to pick up. We'll start with the boys 17 and under javelin throw event. That event was won by Tariq Daly, representing Calabar High School. He had a distance of 54.72 meters. Dylan Logan of Edwin Allen, he finished second overall with 45.61 meters. Alex Benjamin of Titchfield High, he had a distance of 43.41 meters to finish third best overall. We move now to the girls 17 and on the long jump event where Rana Sudlow of St. Catherine High School, she had the best distance of 6.03 meters, no wind indicated. Shelley-Ann Taylor, representing Excelsior High School, she was second best overall on the day with 5.63 meters, while Xavier Harvey, also representing Excelsior High School, she was third best overall with 5.24 meters. We move now to the senior men's event, and this is where the controversy is swirling. The men's 100 meters dash qualifiers. So this is not the preliminary rounds or the semifinal rounds, but the qualifiers to get you into the preliminary rounds. We had 5 preliminary round heats, and I'll just provide you with some information on the win before we go into the results. We had 1 preliminary round heat with or qualification round heat with a wind of positive 0.7, and we had 1 on the other end of the spectrum with a wind of negative, get this folks, 6.5 meters per second. That literally was a hurricane headwind, and lots of controversy about the athletes having to compete in that sort of variable conditions. Some folks thinking it not fair, particularly with the fact that it was qualified based on time and not spacing. So let's go ahead and give you the time. Well, we'll start with the first heat, Mazzino Barrett. He won that heat, 10.96 seconds. Tyreek Wilson was second with 11.07 seconds. Then Daniel Ferron, he finished third best overall in that heat with 11.28 seconds. But again, they ran into a negative 5.1 wind. But then in the second heat, Odain McPherson, he won that with 10.37 seconds. He managed to qualify through to the final. Wind in that heat was 0.7, positive 0.7. Shakur Williams finished second in that heat with 10.37 seconds as well. Moving on to the preliminary rounds, both of them. Nishan Ibang, he represents MVP. He had a personal best of 10.39 seconds to make it through to the preliminary round. Top 3 in that heat. Favorable win in that heat, all qualifying to the preliminary rounds proper. In heat number 3, we had Xavier Nairn finishing first with 10.87 seconds. Edward Clark Xavier Nairn winning in 10.87 seconds. Edward Clark finishing second in 10.94 seconds. Javon Matheson, former Kingston College man, he finished third with 11.05. None of those made it to the preliminary rounds proper. In heat number 4, Ramon Barnesville of MVP, he was very impressive, about 10.35 seconds into a negative 1.9 wind. He made it to the next round as the fastest qualifier. In second in that round, in that preliminary round, heat 4 was Earl Simmons. He got 10.53. He also qualified. Michael Sharp, he got 10.63 to qualify to the preliminary round. It's proper. In heat number 5 of the qualifiers, Ashani Smith of Titans, he ran 11.05 seconds. Julian Walker, he ran 11.19 seconds to finish second in heat number 5. Raquan Graham, he finished third with 11.40 seconds. None of those gentlemen making it to the next round. They ran into a headwind of negative 6.5 seconds. In the final preliminary or qualifying heat number 6, Fabian Lewis, he won that one with 10.63 seconds. He, the only qualifier from that heat, Rashid Foster, he finished second with 10.75. and Andre Dakers 10.79 finished third best overall, and that was qualifying heat number 6. They had a negative wind of 5.0 meters per second. So let's give you the 7 that qualify on times. That is going through fastest. Ramon Barneswell representing MVP with 10.35 seconds. Odin McPherson of DC Foster 10.37 seconds. Shakur Williams 10.37 seconds as well. Nishan Ebanks of MVP 10.39 seconds. Earl Simmons of GC Foster 10.53. Fabian Hewitt 10.63. Michael Sharp also of GC Foster 10.63. All qualifying to the next round. That's the preliminary round proper, where 32 athletes will compete for the right to make it through to the semifinals. Just a quick update. A couple of athletes that I would have been looking forward to seeing in these qualifying heats did not take part today. Mainly Devontae Burnett and Wasim Williams. Both athletes did not turn up for the qualifying heat. Another one of the athletes I would have been looking forward to seeing today, Conroy Jones, he was advanced to preliminary round proper without having to go through the qualifying round based on an athlete actually pulling out. He made it to the next round without having to compete in the qualifiers. So 32 gentlemen will compete in the qualifiers later on today. And we here at KLAS Omega KLAS will have full coverage of that later on in the day as the men and women in the 100 meters take to the track in the preliminary round. But for now, this is David Nugent sending you back to the studios of Omega KLAS FM.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? Not clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. Safer, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right,
welcome back.
How would have a will again?
No, we cut it. We went.
Links. Let me give you one more piece. Because I go give you this still and I get the point of me. And those who want to talk about ego and program this and program and that, here's one announcement. Within the next week, 2 sponsors say them love me ego and they will buy spots in the program. That may I watch. So the egotistic Orville is in contact with 2 sponsors. One of them supposed to start tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Where they'll buy some like 5-7 minutes interviews on the program for push them product. With me, I'm an egotistical self. Now that little bit more important to me than a man said me ego this and me ego that. And we have one supposed to come on next week. Here's the point of me make. When Lara first played again, when you ask about South Africa, Lara first game against South Africa, that early 90s match when South Africa just coming back. Them open the bowling with Alan Donald. Now Alan Donald, special, not any era. The opening bowler was a brother named Tertius Bosch. I don't remember Tertius Bosch. I know about Chris Bosch who play basketball. I don't know if I'm cousin or what. But a Tertius Bosch opened the bowling
With Alan Donald.
With Alan Donald. Who was the third bowler? One of them opening bowler come out. It's a brother named Merrick Pringle. No. You remember how Merrick Pringle was? And the fourth bowler was a man named Richard Snell. So on that South African bowling lineup, I know Alan Donald, I know his quality. The other three bowlers, I don't remember how good they were. So while you will say, boy, Alan Donald better than the people in Steve Smith are facing, no, comparable. But is Steve Smith facing any of the top teams with the quality of the bowling at Bosch and Pringle and Snell? I don't know. And that may I say, you can't understand me say Alan Donald did play. Bosch play and Nell and Pringle. We don't remember how good those people are. That's why them know how to beat me.
They said them around.
That's why, because when me put them pointer to a jury now, when I'm answer, but Brian faced a better bowler. And me come with them points. You know, say an intelligent jury. Not the ones we are listening now. Most of them. They must have hold on now, Mr. Maverick. Why am I going to respond to this? You must run.
Oh, we must. Craig is saying a person, big up German Auto Parts and Service Center. It's a sponsor. Yeah, man, big up German Auto Parts and Service
Center.
Two
more sponsors. One call me and I'm eating establishment and say, yo, me like your ego. You're my kind of do. Continue to kill them. What we can do is a restaurant.
They work out free lunch for Zidane?
We can discuss.
Right. Wait, well, no, I joke, man. I don't want about your post. I don't want about your post on about me.
The man say, me love your ego. You me like. How much more? What me can do for company? And the next one say, me become sponsor the debate. What it have for cost? People, when Headley Cup cricket, me did one guard the Headley Cup final. And me did one guard the Sunlight final. A long time I never watched schoolboy cricket. I mean, I about the Woolman side. Mm-hmm. Me make a couple calls to some sponsors. I raise nearly $500,000 in about 3-4 days. They sponsor them rate me. Yes, and the program well good amongst people who fear and not bad-minded. With this egotistical Orville. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right, back online. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Oh, the call of the year, economist.
Orville, you know what ego mean?
Them say me egotistic and me and mash up radio and all of them something about. And they won't be listening anymore. And my argument, oh God, I'm going to miss your ears so badly.
Well, your ego mean easing God out.
Oh, that it means?
Yeah, and it's easing God out. It reaches a stage that you, with your consciousness and your skill set, you reach a stage now where you are so self-articulated that most people would call you a narcissist. But
yeah, man, they can't call me that, man.
You're firm in your conviction.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when they talk about my boss, when them call me narcissist and egotistic and thing, when the month come, and them are right on the little piece of yellow paper.
Yeah, but no.
Good afternoon, Bishop, sir. Can you come around and just say hi to the listeners, Bishop? And them money, I'm afraid of that too, no. Yes.
Notwithstanding that, still, you know. It's a good question that was asked, you know.
Which one?
The question I'm asking based on the block of players that you know.
No. And I'm saying, Bishop, can you say hi to your...
He doesn't disagree that it was a good question.
It was a good... Bishop, can you just say hi to your legions of followers?
Oh, praise the Lord.
Yes. The bishop, we don't always get the company of the bishop, but occasionally we do. So, people, welcome to the one man whose opinion me I got afraid about.
Yes.
Wow.
How long can you sit in for, Bishop?
For a couple of minutes.
For a couple of
minutes.
Yes. Yeah,
and we'll do it another day, one day next week.
One day next week. So, economist, bless up to the bishop.
Yeah, bless up, Bishop. And Bishop.
Yes, sir.
I want you to encourage the sports desk to do a telethon, sports telethon.
Yes, sir.
To see if we can raise money from across the globe, from the Antarctica to the Arctic, to save sports in the Caribbean. And you can put some of those money to inner city projects like the Zozos that they have in Jamaica. And I want you to encourage Orville to go into the prison to find out how this program can use sports to keep young men out of prison.
You want to respond?
Wow, that's powerful. I believe it's a great idea. We just need to look into the logistics and see what we can do, because I believe that any and all fundraising effort can go towards humanitarian work, particularly as it relates to those who are imprisoned. You know, we be able to empower and motivate them to give them a second chance right where they are, and even when they return into society. I think it's a great idea.
We had a caller a few months ago called and was saying exactly that this program helped him to rehabilitate, turn his life around.
Yes.
It never went down well with at least one caller who think we were taking too much credit for it. And as a result of that, there are plans well advanced for us to.
I believe so. Part of the vision in the U.S., what we have done is prison ministry.
Well, there you go.
I have a syndicated group of ministers who they're going into the prison ministry, going into the prison, and they allowed Omega Radio to be playing in there. In Broward County, Miami-Dade, and different areas.
That's one of the plans. But here's the most commonly asked question, Bishop, since you're here, and we don't often get you like this. People cuss me all the time about not being able to hear us in some places.
That's a wonderful, wonderful curse out. I believe that they curse us out because they're not fully aware of what we are doing. Right. The first thing I would like to address is one. As you know, in America and Europe, radio as you know it is changing from this analog world to the digital world. Every person have a phone. And so, as you know, in Europe, AM station is done away with. Now they have this DAB that you can pick up on your phone and DAB in your car. I believe that Jamaica, each time America catch a cold, Jamaica starts sneezing.
Yes, true.
And I really believe that we as Jamaican, we are getting away from the Stone Age. We want to be a part of the digital era. And this is where we're going. But in addition to that, there are areas in Jamaica that the sports was never located, like St. Thomas.
James are here, it's better as well.
Yes, because since we came on board, we have made phenomenal changes. We have changed out a lot of transmitters. Each time I come, I purchase more and more. Like in Manchester, we have 89.5. They're hearing the gospel there. And we have it in St. Elizabeth, which was some challenges that we had experienced why it was postponed. So those areas, they're hearing us good. We have just acquired 4 new transmitter sites around the island. That will take us to about 15 transmitter sites around the island, in opposed to 4 we had before or 5. So we're definitely working on it. And I can understand. I want the listening audience to be aware also, Orville and Zidane, and all the callers and listeners, that we choose to do sports and gospel, 2 things that Jamaicans love.
Yes.
God and sports. So we don't want to prioritize one above the other. It's part of who we are. So we're working on it. And number 2, we have the website, and we have an app on the website, OmegaKLAS.com. Once they get there, they can download the app. Those things were never there before.
Okay.
See, we now have a media manager that is now making sure that Sports Decks is now on all the platforms. And we're also setting up now behind the scene push notifications. So once they go to any of our platform and like, follow, or share, we're now pushing the show to them post and pre and also live. So we're working to take the station from the Stone Age, for lack of a better word, from the analog world to the digital world.
All right, brilliant.
I think those are the questions. Some people, you hear it from the well, I don't want to say horse's mouth, but you hear it from the boss's mouth.
Yes, indeed.
All right, bear with us as we try to
work.
Yeah, man.
All right,
all right. So do we take the break? Economists, can you hold for a few? We could take the break, and then we come back in just a little while.
is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Maintain social distancing. Maintain at least 3 to 6 feet distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. When someone coughs or sneezes, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth which may contain the virus. If you are too close, you can breathe in the droplets, including the COVID-19 virus, if the person coughing has the disease.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Attention, Mandeville and surrounding communities. Get ready for a day of powerful prayer and uplifting worship as Omega Radio presents Omega KLAS Day of Prayer for Jamaica, happening on Saturday, August 5. Join us at the beautiful Cecil Charlton Park, right in the heart of Mandeville, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring the whole family for a day filled with fun and faith. We've got an incredible fun day planned for the kids with exciting bounce-abouts and entertainment that will make their faces light up with joy. Music by DJ Mark, DJ Frisco, and Marshall Reds, and live performances by Prince Saj and Evangelist Goldberg. But that's not all. Get ready to experience the presence of God as we come together in worship, led by the inspiring Bishop John Wayne Manning and the Omega family. Let their powerful voices and heart-filled melodies lift your spirits and bring you closer to the divine. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to unite with your community and seek blessings for our beloved town. Join us at Cecil Charlton Park on Saturday, August 5 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the Omega KLAS Day of Prayer. Together, let's create an atmosphere of faith, love, and unity. We can't wait to see you there.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Economist?
Zidane,
Yes,
Yeah.
the Reggae Boys. I hear a report coming out of the Reggae Boys camp last night say after they finish eating dinner, they're going to change hotel. Isn't that beautiful?
Indeed.
They're living life up there, you know?
Yeah, man.
What if the hotel where them are changed to is a worse hotel than where them there now?
No, Orville, man. The man, them living in style, man. Zidane, you feel you got the semi-final?
I'm confident. I'm very
Confident. Why you confident, Zidane?
Because I saw the Guatemalan team. Yes, and they are moving the ball around nicely, but I think our pace and technical skills with our the 4 players up front will be too much for the Guatemalans. They look light at the back.
So when you reach semi-finals now, what if a US dollar in the coffers?
Well, yeah.
Big up the Reggae Boys. Orville,
Yes, man.
is West Indies cricket too big to fail?
Too big.
To fail. Like how me hear somebody, what they call them, stakeholders in West Indies cricket is calling for the revamping of the whole project.
Listen.
And countries like Jamaica and Barbados must have their own team.
You used to have some bad mind people that fight against Dave Cameron, say. Some presidents from down the island. That's why bad-mindedness is not confined to regular people. You know. People in high places can bad mind. You know. Them never like Dave Cameron because Dave Cameron in many ways is a man like me. We're very, yeah, man, them are not very bossy with what we can do. Hey, when people see me out the road, you know, they wonder, are you that on the radio? Because in a real life, me very humble, you know, my boss. But you say the man, them where tell me, say me cocky and arrogant, them are for them feel and for them endeavor. For them.
Yeah.
You see, enough for them feel, if a mechanic them do, them tell us them are the best mechanic, you know.
Yeah.
When courts and DJ sell and them place, they advertise. Yet, what them I tell you? Oh, no, but no deal better. Whoa, a place if you come. Now that them do.
Yeah.
When a restaurant advertise, what them tell us? For the best in breakfast and so on, so come on and stuff. So when me say, if you want the best sports show, come on sports desk. Because nobody in Jamaica can talk sports better than me. What wrong me?
But Orville,
if you don't have nothing, what you can do, what you know say you are the best in Jamaica, then that a fool for.
Orville, you know, one of the things where
Man,
we have a bad mind for you.
Because I'm a boss, eh?
No, you invent sports journalism in our country.
No.
Take it to the next level.
No. Me take talk show to the next level.
Yes.
And one of them day, me gonna left it to Zidane, you know. Because some things that offers are coming, you know, we probably can't tell them no all why.
Well, it's always a work in progress. But Orville,
but the man, if stop going like so when them post up on Facebook, it gonna affect me.
Orville, you believe West Indies cricket? If them revamp it and Jamaica have them own side, you think them big country like Australia would I tell Jamaica for come?
No, man. Not for test cricket. That is a joke.
So it's too big to fail then. Because of the work we don't have.
Too big to fail. We don't know what that means. But
like if you demolish it, you can't replace it.
Not in the short term.
Not in the show. We must have West Indies cricket.
No, or we have to suffer even worse than we. Because if West Indies we have picked the best of the best, can't make it at test level. Then the little splinter nations are going worse. So
you believe you could have put an input on the board of directors of West Indies cricket to turn this around?
Not in 10 years. In 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years would probably help. Yeah. I could make a.
Hey, me leave on with this, you see? Me leave on with this, and this is very important, listeners. The Chinese who invent TikTok, you see? Yeah. They ban it. You know that these instruments that the children walking around and playing on social media, it has damaged sports in our region. And you hear the Chinese king tell all Chinese, COVID, the older you get is the richer you must get, you know. Do you feel to some extent that our culture, like cricket, has been affected or is being hijacked by Chinese technology?
We'll talk about that tomorrow, my boss. Mm-hmm. We'll leave it
to be continued.
All right, we're going to squeeze the truth.
Yeah, man. Music brought to you by HKM Paints for people who dream in color. This one is from Terry Linen, No Longer a Slave.
Child of God, I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. For I am a child of God. From my mother's womb, you have chosen me. You have called me by my name. I've been born again into your family. Your blood runs through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear, for I am a child of God. You hear me? I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
All right, that was Terry Linen, a child of God, brought to you by HM Paints for people who dream in color.
All right.
We take the
Yeah,
break.
man.
We're coming back.
Yeah.
Big things at one on my Excel.
Big discount for the civil servant.
Big things at one on my Excel.
Oh, my Excel cause it important.
Big things at one on my Excel.
Government work are you significant.
Nurses, teachers, firemen, police, all civil servants. Big things are happening at Excel Auto Parts. 50% discount on all your Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Honda, Mazda, Suzuki, and Subaru parts. Excel Auto, your auto parts hub. 95.5 Agni Park Road, Kingston 10. Telephone 923-2356
or 426-1769.
Having trouble paying your NHD mortgage due to job loss or other difficulty? Our team is here with flexible solutions to fit your needs. So call the NHD and take control of your mortgage payments. NHD, the key to your home.
Enter the Purina Wiggle for Cash promotion and win your share of $1 million in cash. All you have to do is purchase $3,000 worth of Purina products. Complete entry form or write on paper your name, contact information, and complete the slogan. Attach receipt. Mail to P.O. Box 420, Kingston 6, or drop in boxes at participating stores. Promotion ends August 14, 2023. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act. Purina, your pet, our passion. Distributed by Caramed Group Limited, Consumer Division.
Win over $1 million in cash and prizes in the Yummy Summer Competition. Purchase any 4 of your favorite Yummy pastry. Write your name and number on your receipt. Send in with your Yummy salesman or drop off at the nearest supermarket or Yummy agency. 28 weekly prizes, 4 winners every week, plus grand draw August 28th for a laptop. $60,000, $30,000, plus a Yummy basket and back to school vouchers. Grand prize, a family weekend for 4 at the Holiday Inn. It's the Yummy Summer Competition, authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports call-in show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so go back on that.
Hello.
Have to be my time now. Have to be my time now.
Oh, this is
Rocker.
No, man.
No, man.
Devin.
Zidane.
Preacher.
Yeah, man. Devin.
Teacher.
Teacher from
Teacher.
Maple,
Oh,
you know.
teacher always on that Rocker.
We keep a teacher from Maple, but we don't New York, you know.
Yeah.
A teacher from Maple, some people know, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So big up Harvey, big up Zidane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, last time I called now just before Lakers they mash up a first round game there, and then Denver mash up. Yeah, but
Well, they did beat Golden State as well before they got the mashup.
Yeah, after that year with the mashup, we never get to call after we mash up Golden State, as we tell people. But boy, the Denver, I never see that sweep coming at all. We just have to hold the broom.
Yeah.
Anyways, I called to talk about the Jamaica's men's lacrosse team. Anybody call and talk about that?
A couple last week, somebody mentioned it.
All right, so I didn't hear, so I want to just give my take on it, right? Because I spoke to the president. The president is Colbert Hutchinson. When I taught at St. George's, yeah, he was there with me. So I know him and I talked to him. So he was saying to me there's an opportunity for another Jamaican sports, Orville and Zidane, to make history. And I said, what you mean? We've been doing good so far. He's saying that lacrosse is now admitted to the 2028 Olympics in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's almost confirmed. He's going to confirm with me between now and Monday that it will be back. Because after many years, it has not been there. And the sport is growing now and it's doing well. So it's on the table.
Yes.
It's almost confirmed. He said to me it's confirmed, but I'm not sure. But we're all in that it's confirmed for the Olympics in 2028. Now that may seem far, but the mere fact that a destination has been decided already, that's not far in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So he's saying now, we will definitely have a chance to make it because the last World Championship, they finished 13th, now they finished 8th. So all is needed now is like the funding and sponsorship as usual from corporate Jamaica and from the government. So during the championship, the Prime Minister tweeted out, and I have the tweet here.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to the team, and Babs Grinch tweeted out too. So, this program is big. So, Honorable Prime Minister Brogard and Sports Minister, hearing this, try to see something where we can make another history. Try to do what you can
to get some funding.
Yeah, man.
So
the
by
fact that
2028,
the fact that they make some waves, my boss, you know it got the politicians.
yes, because
That's what the politicians want to see.
I don't know what the qualification will be for them to, if we continue. But even if we finish like a top 8, that should guarantee a spot in the Olympics.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yes.
But what you were saying to me now is the funding, because to get these tournaments, like, out of these big tournaments, they go and play to some places overseas, and get the money to travel and play with the good teams like Poland and like Canada.
Yes.
I think Canada knocked us out.
Yeah.
I think it was Canada.
Yeah, man, I think it was Canada.
Just to get games with them. Yeah, and here in the US too. I work at a middle school, but like, normally it's NFL, football is in NFL and basketball. That's the main dominant thing, within the black and brown community.
Yes.
But no, I don't. What the thing when them use for score the thing that they netted again? Whatever that thing is, that's the lacrosse itself.
Yeah, man. Isn't that lacrosse one? And you have the net.
The stick itself. The stick name lacrosse or the game name lacrosse?
Well, the game name, I don't know. I'm asking about what the stick name, but I don't have it.
That's a good question.
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, but I see the youth them now, Orville, because I know a few youth with them get scholarship to go some high school, and some youth, I know at least one youth who, in the black and brown community, them gone to college through a lacrosse scholarship. So the thing growing. So that's why I'm saying now the Olympics recognize that it's growing.
Yeah.
And they put it back to the 2028 Olympics. So we can we stand a chance. So each time
they call it the lacrosse. They call it a lacrosse stick.
Jamaica and everybody.
They call it a lacrosse stick.
So the stick name the lacrosse stick as well.
All right, big up on yourself for that, man. And the great economist was talking about that before, and getting funding. He have some great ideas. Some of them may be very too fantasy, but most of them, I listen to him, is great ideas. Yeah, man, he can gather up some funding, and this is a venture where he can give an ideas to get funding to support the Jamaica lacrosse team. Big up Calbert Hutchins. I think Dwight, another guy from George that I know, was a part of it too. Yeah, so I hold for like about hour and just 4 or 5 minutes, but you don't know.
Yeah.
I'll move again. Big
right.
up on yourself, yeah, sir.
All right, big up.
All right, just to make you know, I'm in touch with.
Yeah, I'm listening, Orville.
No, this is not really for you. That's the listeners.
Not related to lacrosse? All right. So
no, not related
right,
to lacrosse. Yeah, man. So me and Chris Derring actually have been talking in shall we say, recent times. We all know who Chris Derring is. And he's an advocate for and has in fact written about the need for the countries in the region to go it alone.
Yeah, Diego did bring it up.
Diego did tell me. I said, as a matter of fact, Diego himself did tell me forget Chris Derring for the program. Well, I don't know if Chris didn't know, said Diego said that or thing, but the big man reached out. So I reached out and we're in discussion. He says he will come on one day next week.
Great.
Come on the show live for half an hour, where he'll take questions, 1 or 2 from the public, and definitely 1 or 2 from me and you, as to the reason why he's backing the West Indian regions going at it. It's not a new argument. I remember Barbara and Lucius.
Yeah, man, it's a call every day when him done him. I said, go it alone.
Yes. So maybe that argument has now gained some more traction, and we need to put back that discussion on the table. So, Chris, I know you're listening. Next Monday, good.
Yeah, it will be interesting to hear your argument because on the face of it, me not agree. But I would love to hear.
No, but Chris can be very convincing.
Yes, let's see.
And he's a man where understands him. He's a egotist, but him still reach out. Big up, Chris.
Yes.
Come on the egotist platform and let us delve into that suggestion and hear it out for the public. All right.
We'll to line. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, St. J.
Yes, St. J.
Hello. Good day, gentlemen.
Yes.
Respect to your audience. To Chris Derring, logistics would not allow. God still have 365 days in the year. I notice, like the Tower of Babel, when people scattered and start speak confounded into many languages. I say yesterday, 7 o'clock, a new platform, social network platform, competing with Twitter and all of that, splitting up the audience. All it does is split up the audience. There is no space for we can barely get a test with Australia and New Zealand. And
I think Chris Derring's argument would be centered around.
That wouldn't allow for that.
No. I think his argument.
West Indies can barely get.
Lord, let me make a point.
I'm saying the 365 days.
And I hear you. You make the point, So you said the days would be short, and now you make a point.
Australia and England would not have time to play Barbados, Jamaica, and Trinidad separately. Let me go on, Orville, because you have a style, as Dwight said, of sidetracking people and running out the time.
Chris, I'm going to make the point whether you like it or not.
After each caller, you're
turn on.
You will get by the point, Century.
Hey,
you will get by the
turn on people, Mike, if they're not. Make a tag.
You've been trying for 10 years.
Yeah. Chris, the rings argument based on what Diego was telling us is not so much test cricket. It's about the white ball. So San Diego's argument that we wouldn't have the calendar for the test matches. I don't know how relevant that would be to Chris Derrick's point. Assuming that is the point.
I'm telling you, God not putting out more days in the year.
All right.
And the time we lost in COVID, we're not gonna get it back. It counts on your years.
Him lose the point.
All right. Moving on. Zidane.
Yes.
Yesterday, it was mentioned that Marlon Samuels averaged 12 in a 3-match series in Sri Lanka, 2001.
Yes.
Did you have a look at the individual scores, the innings?
No.
All right, because statistics is a thing like a knife and like fire, you know. You have to be careful how we use it. You see, if you say a man average, there are statistics like average. You have to know what appropriate statistic to use in different circumstances.
Well, in a case like this, it means...
Okay, listen what I'm saying, Zidane.
Yeah.
There are times when an average is appropriate. There are times when, like, the more than the most frequent score. There are times when the median or the middle score. You have to know the range. Range are the difference between the biggest score and the lowest score. And you have to know the lowest score and biggest score. My phone can't count, Zidane. I borrowed my brother's phone. I never have much time. I just bring up the thing. And I look at 3 innings of Marlon Samuels. You said him average 12 in 6 innings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 72 runs. The 3 innings I look at, he make 2, 16, and 48. Which means
he did not make a 48. Just for the record.
He didn't make a 48.
No.
What was his high score?
60. First innings 16. Next innings 2. Next innings ducks. Next innings 54. Next innings 4.
54.
Next innings ducks.
Okay.
So he passed 20 once.
Okay.
So 16 2 ducks. 54 4 ducks.
That was poor. That was poor, man.
2, 16, 0, 54. What's the other 2?
4 and ducks.
4 and ducks.
Yes.
That made my point greater. Because
that was poor, man, from Marlon.
I was saying 48 out of 72 is 3/4, but 54 is even more than 3/4. The point I was making, Zidane, if the man makes 72 runs,
it wasn't just for the record. It was not 72.
You said 12 in 6 innings, 6, 12, and 72. Orville.
No, I said his average was 12.
Then if you average 12 in 6 innings, not more 72 at the aggregate. Orville against 6. Orville against.
He's talking about the aggregate.
I'm saying a good
no, it was not out.
English, you know, but
was he not out in any other?
I'm seeing where the aggregate here was 76. His average was 12.67.
Okay,
it's 12.
Orville against don't deal with me on the match, man, because
his average was 12.67. You're gonna kill me for the 0.67.
But you have to tell me, say the man, I never 72.
That's not the point, man. That's the
okay. Being 54 make it even worse. Because what I was saying, in 1 innings, the man made 3/4 the runs for the whole series. It was such a pathetic failure. And the man
then who Brian Lara, what Brian Lara helped him with?
He said that he was able to scratch out inning. I thought it was 40 yards. Now you're telling me it's 54. He was able to scratch out a 54 on the instruction and the advice he got from Brian.
Well, he made 4
run ducks after that.
Pardon me?
He made 4 run ducks after that.
Exactly, but he had 3 innings before that.
And failed miserably.
Right.
Yeah, what
Rooney tell you that.
No, man. Listen to St. Jago, man.
Listen to Zidane. Were it not for that in the 54. You know where the man is average? About 3. Rooney tell you, said the man could have averaged 6 otherwise.
All right, Lara helped him to average 12.
Higgins of this attitude.
No. Not 12. 12.67.
Yeah, Lara helped him to average 12.
Lara helped him to average 12.67. You win the hack.
In Sri Lanka.
Of course.
Yes.
From an average of 3, as Rooney said. Rooney said 6. But it was actually about 3.
All right, big up
the
yourself.
innings of 54 brought the man average.
Yeah, man, Lara helped him to average 12.
Yeah, man.
So where are we go on like that?
Yeah, man, you kill with St. Diego.
Because you love to embarrass St. Diego too much.
Yeah, man, you kill me.
You try too hard.
You kill me, St. Diego.
Which is why I tell you all the while.
Jesus.
I would love to remain forever your nemesis. I would never love to be a friend. I see your friend. I see you treat Baggio. I see you treat my guy there, Garvey.
Yes.
I see you treat Oral Tracy. You cheat Pioneer.
Yeah.
And you try this thing with me all the while, but
Right, St. Diego. You win the argument.
Orville have made the most two bramble statements on radio.
Yes.
You're the man who said Ralph Edrick hit 6 and get out on the same ball.
Yes.
You're the man who said Usain Bolt is the greatest.
What's the pressure, St. Diego, man? Calm down.
2012. And 2022, you're saying Dan Bradman.
What's the pressure?
Dan Bradman did nothing since between that time.
Yes.
And Usain Bolt gained
Zidane, help
and world record after world record. Oh, well, again, they're bramble.
All right, St. Diego.
Big up yourself, St. Diego.
Come tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I know you'll still be listening. Thank you for being a fan.
We'll take
We're coming back after.
I think we'll go to another report at the trial.
Yeah.
National trial. We're coming back.
For all your genuine and OEM BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, and Mini Cooper auto parts, come to German Auto Parts and Service Center. Our service center is second to none. Call 876-929-1435. The time by German Auto Parts and Service Center. Everything that is German is 3:30.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
Lady Vanessa Baker and team presents Stronger Believers Conference, the ultimate healing and deliverance experience for a holistic you on July 8th, 9 a.m. at the Worship in Faith International Fellowship, 55 Old Arbor Road, Spanish Town. Admissions free. Be empowered by our professional group counseling, gospel artists, and powerful messages from ministers, local and international. Invite a friend to share in this encounter and live in purpose.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dungeons Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Anybet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
The Rio de Janeiro government has named an anti-racism law in honor of Real Madrid forward Vinicius Jr. The Vini Jr. law, as it's called, unanimously approved by the Rio government. The Vinicius Jr. law, unanimously approved by the Rio government in June, will see sporting events stopped or suspended in the event of racist conduct. Vinicius was racially abused several times last season. Local media said the law was inspired by Vinicius' response to being racially abused during a game at Valencia in May, which was stopped as the player pointed out those responsible. The law includes protocol on how to process complaints of racism and mandatory educational campaigns. That is sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dungeons Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Anybet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
I say of the Lord that He is my refuge.
This is your breakthrough hour with yours truly, Apostle Jonathan White, where the supernatural is simply natural. Join me here this and every Friday at 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. on KLAS. We'll be praying for the sick, the blind, and the lame. Tune in and be blessed.
Him will I trust.
Schoolboy football is back. Listen to your number one station for sports as we broadcast live matches from the 2022 It's a Schoolboy football season. We'll have reviews, previews, and interviews from the Manning and the Costa Cup competitions. It's a 2022, it's a schoolboy football season on your number one.
What's up, Sports Desk Massive? It's the new and improved. What you say? Can't stop to make a call. Well, you can still add your 2 cents by sending in WhatsApp messages or voice notes to 876-828-0925. What you say? During the Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. Sponsored by BH Paints. Paint it. Love it with BH Paints.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
Sharika Jackson, Shelley and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson Hira, and Oblique Seville will all be on show at the J3A National Senior and Junior Championships, June 6 to 9 at the National Stadium. 4 days of non-stop action on the track and in the field, with athletes vying for places on the World Championship team to Budapest. If you can't be there, you can listen on your number one station for sports, KLAS, as we will be there to bring you commentary, views, reviews, and interviews for all 4 days. It's the J3A's National Senior and Junior Championships right here on KLAS, sponsored by CariMed Limited, Purina Wiggle for Cash promotion. Azan Supercenter, the superstore for your home and more. EdgeCamp, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Hawkeye Electronics, Hawkeye Electronics Security, securing what matters most. Access to Information Unit, right to know, power to change. Baking Enterprise, best in value, best in taste. And Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry's standard. The Scoreboard, Mondays to Fridays, one of the best sports programs on radio. The Scoreboard features informative, investigative, and hard-hitting sports discussions with top-quality guests. Join us 5 to 6 p.m. with our A-list hosts as we inform and entertain. That's The Scoreboard, Mondays to Fridays, 5 to 6 p.m.
What's up, Sports Desk Massive? It's the new and improved. What you say? Can't stop to make a call. Well, you can still add your 2 cents by sending in WhatsApp messages or voice notes to 876-828-0925. What you say? During the Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. Sponsored by BH Paints. Paint it. Love it with BH Paints.
Coverage of the J3A National Senior and Junior Trials is sponsored by CariMed Limited, Purina Wiggle for Cash promotion, Azan Supercenter, the superstore for your home and more. EdgeCamp, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Hawkeye Electronics, Hawkeye Electronics Security, securing what matters most. Access to Information Unit, right to know, power to change. Baking Enterprise, best in value, best in taste. And Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry's standard.
Welcome back to the National Stadium. This is Davian Nugent reporting for the J3A's Junior and Senior Championships, not Trials, Championships. We had our first report about an hour ago, and we're back for report number 2. Not a lot has happened since then, but we will provide you with some results from earlier on in the day. We had provided you with the results from the men's qualifiers earlier. Reported lots and lots of wind inside the National Stadium. Not much has changed I guess wind has died down a little bit, just a little bit, but still conditions inside the national stadium not favorable to the sprinters, at least not just yet. Expected, traditionally the wind dies down later on in the evening, but still pretty strong headwind for the sprinters. Helping win for the jumpers, of course, as we see the girls looks like a long jump, under 20 long jump taking place right now. We await some marks in that event. But as we said, we'll provide you with some results from earlier on in the day. We'll start with the boys 17 and under javelin throw. Well, I think we had that result earlier. So we'll move on to the masters 100 meters. Let's pull that result up. Here we go. Masters 100 meters. That event was won by Johan Ogilvy of Jamaica Masters. He had a time of 11.35 seconds. This is a final. So Johan Ogilvy, he is the national champion, Masters champion, 35 and older, if you want to know what the Masters age is. He had a time of 11.35 seconds. That was achieved into a headwind of 2.8 meters per second. Again, wind not necessarily assisting the sprinters. Duran Dunn, he was second in 12.17 seconds. So Gilvey beating Dunn by almost a full second. And in a 100-meter sprint, that is quite a gap. In third place was Renwoy Butler, also of Jamaica Masters. He had a time of 12.33 seconds. Michael King, also of Jamaica Masters, 12.49 seconds, was fourth. Michael Stewart, he finished fifth in 13.10 seconds. And Troy Pennington, he finished sixth, 14.14 seconds. Only 6 competitors in that event. We go now. Let's see if we have any other results. We're waiting on the girls javelin throw results. As the girls under 20 javelin throw event. Only 2 competitors down for that event, but not seeing any results, not seeing any competitors, athletes down to compete. Chanel Williams of Edwin Allen and Tamika Binder of Dint Hill. Unfortunately, not seeing any results for that event. We'll go to the girls under 17 javelin throw. Didn't get this one out earlier. So in this event, we only had 2 competitors. Zoel Jamal of Immaculate, she won that event in 43.75 seconds. So she's the under 17 and under champion for Jamaica with 43.75 meters, sorry, not seconds, 43.75 meters in the javelin throw. Alia Gittins of Edwin Allen, she finished second in 31.27 meters. She finishing rounding out the top 2 places. Let's see if we have any more results posted just yet. Doesn't look as if we have. We're actually waiting on the competition for the under 18 girls long jump to start. We see the athletes just marking out their run-ups, and we have some action going on in the girls under 20 discus, but no marks just yet. The next on-track event is scheduled to start at 4 p.m. That event is actually, 4 p.m. That event is the 5,000 meters run for senior men. That event, again, scheduled to start at 4 p.m. We have 11 competitors down for that event. Jason Wynn, Andrew Powell, Andrew Gutsmore, Winston Duhaney, Dwayne Graham, Dwayne Woodhouse, Noel Ellis, Kemar Leslie, Joe Maurice Gilman, Carlisle Russell, and Jason Baker, 11 competitors down for the grueling 5,000 meters. That's 12 and a half laps around the track, if you're wondering, folks. These gentlemen will have a grueling event to compete in later on today. Just for reference, the national record is 13 minutes 20.40. That record held by Kemoy Campbell set in 2015. The world record, 12 minutes 35 seconds, 35.36 seconds. That record set in 2020 by Joshua Chepkege of Uganda. The qualifying time for the World Championships, just for reference, 13 minutes 7 seconds. So if any of these 11 gentlemen want to go to the World Championships with an automatic qualifying time, they will not only have to break Kemoy Campbell's national record, but they will have to break it by some distance. Again, folks, not much going on the track. We do expect a lot more to happen. As I said, starting at 4, we'll have the 5,000 on track. And later on today, we'll have the much anticipated, much expected to be exciting event, the 100 meters preliminary rounds, both men and women. And there are some exciting names that will be in that event. I'll have the full lineup for you, the full starting list, both for the men and the women, when we get back for our third report. But for right now, this is Davian Nugent sending you back to the studios of Omega KLAS FM 89.
Third attempt, it takes the lead with that one. Live coverage of the J3A National Senior and Junior Trials was sponsored by Carimed Limited, Purina Wiggle for Cash Promotion, Azan Supercenter, the superstore for your home and more. Edgecamp, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Hawkeye Electronics, Hawkeye Electronics Security, securing what matters most. Access to Information Unit, right to know, power to change. Baking Enterprise, best in value, best in taste. And Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry's standard.
Need to spruce up those clothes or take a break from the washing? Then visit New Look Dry Cleaners and Launderers at 120 Red Hills Road, Kingston 19, or Shop 23 Manor Park Plaza for speedy service and the very best prices. Everything will look like new. Be part of the thousands of satisfied customers. Call 925-9464 or 931-1305. Get the best look at New Look.
Enter the Purina Wiggle for Cash promotion and win your share of $1 million in cash. All you have to do is purchase $3,000 worth of Purina products. Complete entry form or write on paper your name, contact information, and complete the slogan. Attach receipt. Mail to P.O. Box 420, Kingston 6, or drop in boxes at participating stores. Promotion ends August 14, 2023. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act. Purina, your pet, our passion. Distributed by Carimed Group Limited Consumer Division.
Win over $1 million in cash and prizes in the Yummy Summer Competition. Purchase any 4 of your favorite Yummy pastry. Write your name and number on your receipt. Send in with your Yummy salesman or drop off at the nearest supermarket or Yummy agency. 28 weekly prizes, 4 winners every week, plus grand draw August 28th for a laptop. $60,000, $30,000, plus a Yummy basket and back-to-school vouchers. Grand prize, a family weekend for 4 at the Holiday Inn. It's the Yummy Summer Competition, authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No who has it, so you can use it. to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're winding down to the home stretch. Only just about 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, we go back.
We go back online.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, my turn.
Oh, Nick?
Yeah, man. Well,
yeah, man. Wonderful.
Nick,
How you do?
Yeah, man. Bless up. Arvin.
Yes, sir.
Question. I was along from St. Diego attack, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question, Arvin. Outside of the sports desk, tell me something. You and them want to have some kind of personal thing going on?
No.
Because when I say, I understand St. Diego, I listen to him long time, but in recent time, it thing kind of get some personal way till a while ago it got into our friend. I never know what the sports this is about friend. I think I talk in sports and whether we disagree on sports or not, it have nothing to do with friendship.
Yeah.
But Ghana, I think the man them say kind of check themselves, man. If you go reach a personal level, this is me, my suggestion, nobody call. If it go get personal like that, when it boil along to friends.
Yeah, but on this point, St. Diego was kind of, because listen, a caller yesterday named Crusher, and he was saying that Brian Lara did not help his teammates enough. And I was pointing out to Crusher that, listen, boss, when Brian Lara is at the other end, there's not much he can do when Marlon somebody's facing another bowler. So St. Diego came on and then said, of course, Brian Lara helped his teammates. He helped Marlon Samuels in Sri Lanka. So when Orville checked the scorecard, now we realized that Marlon struggled miserably in Sri Lanka. So all of us know Shenk were talking about specifically 54 when he made it 54. But he initially said that Brian Lara helped Marlon Samuels in Sri Lanka.
All of that, you know.
So I don't understand why I'm upset about. I don't know why he's upset about. I'm glad I will go for the information because St. Diego was actually taking on my point.
Zidane, him can have an opinion whether it's wrong or right, and
yes,
you can have your opinion just the same. You have to come together. See?
Yes.
But when you not come together, a man for left out the personal thing, man.
Yes. Why, big man, me look a bit too bright for them. Them can't manage me, and true that them hate me.
Yeah, man, but personal thing can let go, man. You
no, but them not gonna let go. Them know so when it come to talking sports, them going to come second. So if you can't beat me talking sports, then you have to
time shot. So I want to
so them have to go down them little road there, man about some other man. But when them call, you know, wow.
You're more ask you, Abel.
Yeah.
Now 2015 we win the under 20
60,
World Cup.
60.
2016. Because they may attack and say no passion in our region again and stuff.
No. I'm saying the passion has been relative to what we were in the 70s and 80s.
Because if we win the 2016 World Cup, right? This a show me say it more up to do with the administration. You know?
No, man.
Make we drop off so far. You know?
No, man. Yesterday, the 2016 team, the members of that team, the Chris Gales and the Bravos and the Narines and the Sammies and them named it, Samuels, were cricketers who were by and large raised up playing cricket in the 90s, you know, and early.
No, man, 2016, the poor and them win the World Cup, man.
Listen what me I say to you, big
man.
Yeah. The bulk of that team were 90s babies. Chris Gale was playing first class cricket in the 90s. Mal and them raised play cricket in them bells there. Sammy them, Narine them, they would have gotten their grounding 15, 20 years ago before that. So when they were a little boy, the standard where them grew up playing as like 8, 10, 12, 14-year-old is much higher than the standard with 10, 12, 14-year-old are playing now. So that was really the back end to that.
The next thing, when I asked about Shanda Paul and Weinberg and the coaching staff, right? And I think it said with the teller was him and them couldn't get along either.
Right. Him and some of it.
But the truth is, maybe at that we want, because we don't need no coach for friend. Maybe at that a part of the problem too, right? Because what what Hooper claim to fame. Reefer was there already as the coach, right? And him gone back right there as Sammy assistant. Why him claim to fame? Maybe we have two man who win the CPL, and none of them could make the coaching team because I said one of them couldn't get along with player. We don't need no coach to get along with no player, man. Right? If a player head to tear off, no matter who, tear off his head, man. You understand?
Be more gentle in your analogies, please.
Well, the people understand what I say.
Yeah.
Them now laughing with no player.
All right.
The man them for do the right thing. The problem with the thing is that too much arrogance in a leadership, whether JFF or the cricket board, West Indies cricket board. And when they get in a power, everybody feels the public business. What them to tell the public, them not have to tell the public, them can keep it a secret, right? And just do what them want to do, like them run them yard.
Yes.
Because you know, so even when this brother, the gen set now, the one where everybody are cuss out. When me see that man get the post, you know, because me also see him on TV, like him talk politics.
Yeah, he speaks on a lot of political matters.
And go on like he know this and him know that and him talk about every problem. I say, okay, you're gone this so you must can do better, but it look like this man is just a talker.
But it's a rough job, you know. The Gensec job is a rough job.
Them gonna say that well I know. Them gonna say man worse than him. No, not worse than him, but people who not claim to be bright as him. Right? Do better than him.
Well, it's true. Well, the previous one I'm talking.
Yeah, which previous one? Who that?
The one before him. You said he did a better
but
job.
even the one before him never good, but him still do better than him.
It's tough, my boss. It's tough.
I'm not saying not tough, but
he's not going. No, I agree with the same. Not going great.
Zidane, him supposed
it's a tough job though.
But it's tough.
But you know, I used to say on radio that a lot of the things that hold on, Nick. I used to say on radio a lot of the things that the previous one was being blamed for is not really him fault, you know, because he have some other people higher above him, you know, him have to work with, you know.
Understand that? Okay, so here's my take on that now, see? Because if we are lick this man, if we are knock him for things and him know say, and of his fault, right? Don't cover nobody, man. That's why we have public entity. Come out and say, are the president's fault.
All right.
Somebody else want to ask
Nick. Yeah, man, cool.
Nick, we talk here. Big up.
Yeah, man.
Cool. All right.
Who run the anchor?
Shipping port.
Yeah, man, I deserve it, man. Rattan over the button toy and I, man.
Yeah, man. Go and run the anchor.
Yeah. I have it again. Dan Zidane.
Yeah, man.
You know, Bridging and Nick. Oh, you know, so enough callers call the program and the host them not talk to them. You know, address the part there.
Enough callers call and the host not talk to them.
Yeah, Nick, I know you are. Nick wants to address the part there.
No, man,
one way and bring it in, or bring it two way, you know. One way.
It is not true. It is not true. You make a statement.
But it's like when bring up that. Orville.
Yeah.
You know, a birdie. A birdie where them say great.
Yeah.
Come up with that thing where the brethren say, you know, I don't want to see two man them debate. I want to see two man of a Chinese benevolent in a then shot, no shirt, and I slug it out in a ring, you know. Well, yes, we put that money to that, no, I put not one to that one day. It's like how me, you know, me I start it out of the 1 and a year. You willing to support the fighter.
Don't go down that road.
No, water down the thing.
That man the way I tell you the same way me an oral fight with boxing ring.
The final one that's so funny.
No. What he's really trying to say is that he wants to somebody physically be.
Yes. Man.
And that him try to say no. No, him think in that country.
Him know you can't fight.
Me not going to be the winner.
Me just say a certain brother.
Make we just start the truth straight.
Him know Orville can't fight and know in the fight.
You see the man where I say him wants to me and oral in a boxing ring. What he's really telling you is that he wants somebody thump in my face.
Yeah.
Well, I want 2 minutes left. Let me come over 2 minutes now, please.
Yeah, shipping put.
You see that man, the people, me not call him name, but guess how?
President, you said about 2 minutes,
yes.
Please.
Yes.
Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
2 days ago, because yesterday I was so busy, and even today I come from here.
Yeah.
2 days ago, Mr. Higgins, I heard you Mr. P, and I don't like how you deal with Sir P here. And you know what caused it? You know what caused the little thing between you and Sir P and why Sir P got upset and hung up?
Yeah.
You know, during that conversation, your racist limitation was exposed.
When Mr. What?
Eh?
What did I
Based
say?
on the reason he was, all right, you asked him a question which he was answering it your way. He never gave a straight up answer which you wanted a straight up answer. You know, allow him to talk and he got upset. But you see, we in a racing fraternity, we understand what he was saying. We understand what he was bringing across.
The thing is not for you if you understand. No, the thing was for me to understand. And
Well, I know. Yeah, but the thing is this: it's what he was saying. If you don't understand racing, you don't understand what he was saying. I'm gonna share some with you. Quick, time ago, I'm going to touch all the poor Jackie Chip on my defense.
Yeah, you have 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's when the trainer not supposed to come. He not have to come out, admit that he used a rabbit. You see, once the program print, you was a racer look on it. You know exactly who I'm going to use as the rabbit. You know exactly who they're going to use.
I'm asking, can you come out? But my argument was, can you come out and say it?
All the time they do it. Every race day they come out, ask the question.
Every day they come out and said
that. We know before we know. We not have to ask them. We not buy the rabbit. We know who them are going to use as a pace setter. We know.
Then everybody knows say the answer the rabbit.
I am saying, can a trainer come out and say
yes,
directly?
Yes.
Me don't know about that.
Yes, every race they question them. What was the tactics? I use the start as a rabbit. We all know who the pace setter going to be in a race as race.
And if everybody know who the pace setter is, who is going to tactics and trick?
Who going to what?
Who the tactic going to trick?
It's not trick. Nobody trick. It's not. You know what? No, it's sending another argument.
You know, in a sense tripping.
You know, make no sense for your first point. You know, make no sense for the second.
What do you mean? No make no sense.
If everybody know that he's up,
if everybody knows that you're a rabbit, then the rabbit becomes null and void.
The tactics is null and void.
They only use it when there's a danger in the race. So if the danger,
everybody knows.
But it means that the jockey would know and the opposing horse would know.
If everybody knows say you're a rabbit, then the rabbit can't work.
It no must work. It no must work.
Yes, on Bramble shipping. You don't know horse racing. We sport you know shipping. Shipping boy, we sport you really know.
Not only does you not know horse racing, but you don't understand human character now. Stop beg for people who are trying to disrespect. And they say you start.
Touch him, yes,
so your first point, Bramble, and your last point, Bramble.
Big up yourself, you're a good person who shipping for.
No, Shabourne brother good.
Very good.
Let me just say people, the debate, though it didn't happen, supposed to settle our argument. The non-debate telling who is the man where the man them free that. No, we don't stop call up the name now one talk about.
Yeah, man. That man must no longer call up the name a man in time.
None at all.
None at all. Because leave you alone
the man, come make
I run now.
I
run.
So,
me record. I true we can't play to the end of the program. Dress up like
people, me and the boss, him know that.
I run like tea.
Yeah. I know stage show this, our popularity this, or who wear the ugly suit. Sports discussion. You can't just like me. Yeah, your followers them know that. I wanna pray for. Nah, go up. It's still like there.
All right, big up.
Still both.
All right, that's it, people. Join us tomorrow, same place. Big up Pastor Technical Peter. Big up Nicholas who was there as well. And Craig Manning. Join us tomorrow, same place, same time. All over again. Until then, have yourselves a great evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.